Gaooo gaooo食べちゃおう! Hello everyone! Hello YouTube! Hello Twitch! I forgot the name for Twitch. Hello Twitch! Hello Ijitsu! Hello Nanashi! Hello! Happy Saturday! Happy Nurse Love Addiction Saturday! Yay! Happy Yuri Saturday! Today, I'm gonna be playing Nurse Love Addiction because I need some Yuri. I desperately need, like, a pick-me-up. I hope all of you are doing well. I hope you've had a cool, calm, low-key kind of week. It's been incredibly hot in my area, and my water heater broke, so I can only take cold showers. So, obviously I have to coordinate around that because normally I shower after I work out. But I don't want to shower if it's a cold shower, so I just have to tough it out, I guess, until the thing gets repaired. But yeah, it's been so hot. It's been so hot. Normally, like, I'd be okay with like a cool shower, but not a cold shower. Other than that, if I can drop key fob for a moment, I am so deep into developer hell. I am so deep into developer hell. It is so hard, chat. I spent yesterday and today, most of yesterday, in fact, recording lines. I spent like at least 2 hours yesterday and at least 3 hours today recording lines. And I'm about halfway done with the lines for the trial version. I have like 120 lines or something for the trial version, and I'm about halfway done recording the lines for the trial version. But this is where the developer hell part comes in. But I discovered I had been kind of paraphrasing the lines a little bit, and I've been saying them wrong. I've been saying the lines wrong. Obviously, it's not like a huge flub. Nothing like bad enough that like alters the intent of the line. Like, for example, instead of like gotten, I said had instead, which it's not a big deal, but it really bothers me because I am such a stickler for sticking to the script. I want every word in the script, in the dialogue, to be spoken exactly how it is written. It is very important to me. I wrote the script. I take a lot of pride and a lot of effort and intent into writing every single line with intent and with meaning behind it. And then I go to record and I flub it up. I mess it up. I messed up the lines. So I have two choices. I can either redo the lines or I can just change the script a little bit. So I'm having to change the script just a little bit. There's a line where somebody says, let's see. Without spoil, I'm gonna change the line a little bit because it's kind of spoilers. There's a line in which my character says, let's see, what was it? If she had lost her love, she must have been mourning. But I changed it. To be, if she lost her love, she must have been mourning. I got rid of the had. I missed the had. The had in she had lost her love. I changed it to she lost her love. I changed it, not on purpose. I'm so frustrated. With myself. From now on, you know what I'm gonna do from now on? I'm gonna have the script on my phone in front of me while I record. That's what I'm gonna do. Because clearly, reading the script and then just going to the microphone is not working. I need to have the script in front of me. Every second of recording, it seems like. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start pulling up the script on my phone, and hopefully that way I will get the lines exactly how they're written, exactly how they are. And I know probably nobody cares about like a missing word. Like probably nobody cares that like I left out the word had, or like I changed the word gotten to had. Probably nobody cares, but I care, cause I wrote it. I wrote it, and so I care. I care. So you know, I can either redo the line or I can change the script. Those are my two options. I might redo that last one because it really bothers me that I left out the had. I left out the had, and she had lost her love instead of she lost her love. It's a grammatical thing. It's a nitpick. Probably nobody else cares, but I care. I care. And it's just a tiny little thing, but it bothers me. Don't give yourself a headache. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to record in the morning now, as opposed to the afternoon. Because it's very hot in here in the afternoon. So I'm trying not to record in the afternoon. Hello, Jax. I'm sorry you came when I was crashing out about grammar. Hello, Memento. Hisashiburi. How you doing? It has been a while. How have you been? Things like this happen in the creative process, Moto. Thank you, Jax. I'm trying to tell myself that, and maybe the fact that I changed the line while I was recording it, maybe that'll like make it sound more natural. I don't know. Maybe it'll like make it sound more natural to like the listener, to the player. But to me, as the author, you know, none of these characters talk like real human beings. None of these characters speak like day-to-day conversation. None of them speak normally. None of them. Not a one. They all speak an incredibly heightened language. And it's important that they speak in this heightened language because this is kind of like a different world. I want to communicate that this is not an ordinary, casual, everyday slice of life, that this is like a overdone, it is a very dramatic, it is a very melodramatic, kind of heightened emotions, kind of heightened stakes. Very much like, as you would guess, like a shoujo manga or like an otome game. Nobody speaks true to life in those. Nobody speaks true to life. Nobody says like, "Itsuka kowasu yo boku no itoshii kimi." Nobody says that in real life. Nobody says that in real life. You know, it's very heightened language. It's very melodramatic language. It's ridiculous, and it's supposed to be ridiculous. It is supposed to be heightened language. Hello, Drake. I'm in the middle of crashing out over languages. Hi, how are you doing? The point is that everybody speaks like Shakespeare. Everybody speaks like Shakespeare in this game. Everybody speaks in metaphors. Everybody speaks in like long monologues. Like nobody talks like a normal person in this game. Everybody has to go on some monologue every other second. Because that's what I wanted to convey. I wanted to get that kind of... Specifically, I really wanted that 1970s shoujo manga monologue in which like somebody looks at somebody and they have like a long overdrawn monologue, like her hair is like chestnut fluttering in the wind, you know, and her voice is like a beautiful bell sonorous to my ear, you know, just like a long monologue. There are lots and lots of monologues in this script. The narrator constantly goes on monologues about how hot somebody is in this game. This constantly happens. Like every time a new character is introduced, like the heroine goes on like a 1 or 2 page monologue about how hot they are. And I know it's not realistic. I don't care. It's not supposed to be realistic. It's meant to be heightened. It's meant to be like ultra soap opera-y. It's meant to be super melodramatic. And so I'm very I'm very specific about the words I choose and the words I use, so I need to start sticking to the script exactly when I am recording the lines. So that's all I have to say. If you've ever watched Strawberry Panic, again, I know I cannot shut up about Strawberry Panic. Local bear VTuber can't stop yapping about her favorite Yuri series. Listen, if you've ever seen Strawberry Panic, if you've ever read Strawberry Panic, I highly recommend reading the novel if you haven't. The novels are ultra frilly, ultra purple prose, and I love it. It is so good. It is very overbearing, very emotional, very syrupy, very cloying. That is the kind of writing I want to get across. And you know, it's not actually that purple. You know what I consider purple prose? Vladimir Nabokov, and I know this very well because I've read all of his works. I have read every single book in his library, specifically The Enchanter, Lolita, Adder Ardor, Pale Fire, like a lot. I've read, if not all of them, then most of his work. And if you've ever read Vladimir Nabokov, you know he has a very purple prose writing style. And I used to have a very purple prose writing style. I've kind of pulled back quite a bit. If you compare my old writing to my new writing is very plain compared to like how overly wrought my old writing was. I'm losing the plot of what I was talking about, but the point is that, hold on. Sounds like the complaints I had about the Star Wars prequels. Nobody talks like that, George. I'm sorry, you may be disappointed in my game then, Memento. You may be disappointed because nobody talks like a human being in this. Nobody talks like a normal human being. It's never like, what do you want for lunch? I want a sandwich. And nobody talks like that. It's always like, what would you like for luncheon, dear sister? It's insane. Nobody talks like this in real life. I'm having a panic about strawberry. No, that's not what Strawberry Panic is about. I don't know why it's called Strawberry Panic, but it's a great series. And if you should at least watch the anime if you can. Hello, Glock. I am okay. I'm doing good. Aside from the fact that I have to take cold showers, I'm doing good. Anyway, so if you watch like really old-fashioned shoujo anime, I'm talking like Strawberry Panic, I'm talking like Maria-sama Got Me Dated, Maria Watches Over Us, I'm talking like Oni-sama e, Dear Brother, Beribara no, janakute, Berisai no Bara, or Beribara, or The Rose of Versailles. I'm talking like 70s, and occasionally like early 2000s, because Strawberry Panic was very clearly modeled after these 70s kind of soap opera shoujo series. And so if you are at all a connoisseur of old school shoujo, I'm talking like the 70s, I'm talking like the 90s and early 2000s, if you are a connoisseur of early Yuri and early shoujo, you know that everybody likes to talk in long, insane monologues. And that's how everybody talks in my game. Nobody talks like a person. They're just this insane, elaborate, like incredibly, frilly kind of dialogue. And so because the dialogue is so specific, and because the dialogue is so dated, it's purposefully dated, because it is like that, I want to make sure I have all the dialogue exactly as it is written. So I'm going to try harder when I record to make sure I have all the dialogue exactly how I wrote it. Yeah, 17 months before everyone here. That's true. Yeah, that's true. But that's no reason why you can't watch stuff from the 70s. One of my favorite films, Lady Oscar. Yeah, by Jacques Demy. That was in 1978, I believe. That is one of my favorite films. I don't care how much of a bad rap it gets. I love anime from the 70s. I love manga from the 70s. The golden era of shoujo manga, are you kidding me? Was the 70s. Kaze to Ki no Uta, the world's very first BL series ever, The Poem of the Wind and the Trees, was in the 70s. That was the very first BL series ever. And it took like 8 years to get published because it had same-sex relationship. You know, a lot of groundbreaking work was in the 70s. The Rose of Versailles, of course, had Oscar, who is a queer character, who is a crossdresser. You know, Claudine had a transgender protagonist. Claudine never got an anime. It was only a manga. It was a one-shot manga by Ikeda Ryoko, who also did The Rose of Versailles. She did my favorite, Onisama, which is to this day, like, my favorite, if not like top 5 favorite anime ever, is Onisama, or Dear Brother. Strongly recommend it. Strongly recommend it. The manga was very different from the anime. The manga was only 3 volumes. It was quite short and a lot more tragic. The anime, I don't like this. The anime, they changed it. You gotta believe me. They changed the anime in Onisama so that none of the characters were actually lesbians. They were just secretly straight, which really pisses me off. Really makes me mad, as you can imagine, because there were canonical lesbian characters in Onisama, and the anime went and changed it. They went and changed it, and that really annoyed me. But if you ignore the stupid changes in the anime, it is still a very groundbreaking story for having lesbian characters and arguably bisexual characters. Space Battleship Yamato 1974. I have never seen Space Battleship Yamato. I'm not really into like sci-fi, but I can pull up a picture to show you what I'm talking about when I talk about Onisama. I'll pull up a picture. Onisama, according to the internet, came out in 1991. Which is before my time, in 1991 and 1992. This, my favorite series of all time, Onisama. It has a lesbian character. It has, pretty sure, bisexual characters. It's really stupid that they changed some of the characters to be straight after the fact, which is really annoying. But if you can ignore that, if you can ignore, you know, this was the anime came out in 1991. So, you know, the manga was in the 70s. So the manga was more groundbreaking than the anime. The anime changed some stuff to make it more hetero-friendly. And Pride Month, no less. The Rose of Versailles, exactly. I adore The Rose of Versailles. I love Lady Oscar, which was the 70s live-action film. It got a bad rap, but I still love it. The Lady Oscar, the movie, it was crazy that they actually made it even more gay than the manga. They made it more gay in the 70s. They had Oscar locking lips with a woman in the 70s. It was crazy. It was way ahead of its time. I don't care what people say about this movie. I love this movie. It gets a bad rap, but I own 3 copies of it. It is one of my favorite movies ever, Lady Oscar, the 1970s one. And like Katrina McCall is the woman who played Oscar. Oh my gosh, she was so hot. So hot. Oh my god, so hot. So wildly attracted to her. Oh my god. She's still alive, by the way. She's still alive. Unfortunately, after Lady Oscar, she came to America, which obviously nobody knew about Lady Oscar. You know, nobody knew about Lady Oscar in America. So she went from being like super mega famous in Japan to being like a nobody in America. And then she did like a bunch of horror films. I don't know. I never saw them. I don't care. But she was amazing in Lady Oscar. And everybody should watch it. Anyway, I totally forgot what I was saying other than I love old works. I love vintage works. And a lot of my stories borrow heavily on this atmosphere of like melodrama and despair and heightened emotions. Everything is like to the 100th degree. So that is like why within like the span of a single chapter, you have characters that like seem normal and then they go way off the deep end at like the end of the chapter, like crazy. That kind of heightened interaction and that kind of like wildly unrealistic relationship is exactly what I love. Galaxy Express 1978, I've also never seen it. Macross, I've never seen Macross either. I'm sorry, if it's not shoujo, I'm not really interested. I've recently been wanting to make my story's protagonist more androgynous, and she's able to do a good, deep Ikemen voice. Oh yeah, I love the butch women. I love the highly androgynous women, as you could have guessed by the two series I just showed you. Lady Oscar and, Asaka Rei from Onisama is a very androgynous woman. In fact, I love Asaka Rei so much that I borrowed the name Asaka for Fuyuko. Asaka Rei, I took the name Asaka for Fuyuko, my own character. So she's named in honor of Rei from Onisama. Here, I'll pull up a picture of Rei so you can see her. Oh my god, she's so hot. I'm gonna lose my mind. She's so hot. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. You thought I like loli? I like loli, but I also like incredibly butch women. Anyway, so the point is, I love Asaka Rei so much that I took her name and gave it to Fuyuko. Fumi-san! 来てくれてありがとう。今日は古い少女、1907年の古い少女アニメ、お兄様へとか、ベルサイユのバラとかしているか？フミさん、もちろんしているかも。これはすごく有名なシリーズだよ。だよね。ベルバラとか、お兄様へとか、すごく有名なシリーズと思うんだけど。Anyway, what was it? Oh, wait, there's one more. The Window of Orpheus. Orpheus no Mado. Orpheus no Mado. Ikeda Ryoko no shoujo manga. I also enjoy, Window of Orpheus, which is also by Ikeda Ryoko. I'm sorry, I'm turning into rotisserie chicken. It is so freaking hot in here. So it's like it's cooking my brain. It's so hot in here. And I have the aircon going too. Beribara, natsukashii na, Asukaru kirei da yo. Asukaru-sama! Asukaru-sama! Yeah, Asukaru-sama! 本当にイケメンじゃなくて、美少年じゃなくて、美少女じゃなくて、なんていうか、中性的な少女かも。オスカル様。中性的な少女だよね。素敵な方よ。素敵なイケメンっぽい。王子様みたいな女性が大好き。Oh my god, I love princely androgynous characters. Anyway, I am staring disrespectfully. I sure freaking am. I sure am. Look at her! Look at her! Are you kidding me? Look at her! Are you kidding me? Oh my god. So yeah, these very androgynous, these very masculine women from the 70s, I really wanted to carry that spirit over with Fuyuko. In fact, I'm gonna pull up a picture of Fuyuko so you can all see her. Whoops, that's the wrong file. Where is it? I'm gonna pull up a picture of Fuyuko so you all can kind of see what I mean when I talk about her. Like you probably have seen Fuyuko at this point, right? You probably have all seen her, right? Like I'm guessing you've all seen her. Okay. So we have crotch. So we have Fuyuko, Asaka-sama, right. So we have Fuyuko who is stuck to me for the moment, right? And she's a little blocked by the interface. Yeah. But yeah, Fuyuko is very much inspired by these like incredibly androgynous women from the 70s. Very much so. I love the androgynous women. Anyway, I got way off track here. Once again, I ended up talking about how hot androgynous women are. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Somehow I was talking about my video game and I got distracted. No, I don't want that stupid setting. Alright. But anyway, so these two share a name. They're both Asaka, Asaka Ray, and Asaka Fuyuko. It's even spelled the same way. But yeah, I love androgynous women, and I love that kind of archetype, and I love that super heightened sense of reality for like shoujo manga. And that's really what I'm trying to get across in my game, is that heightened sense of reality in which nobody talks like this, nobody acts like this, nobody sane acts like this, you know? Everybody is making like wild swings and big emotional character arcs. And it's important to the story. And you have to understand that this is not a realistic story. It's a crazy story. Yeah. That's the end of my tangent, I guess. Ijo! That's the end of my tangent, I guess. Yeah. The point is, I want to be very careful with the script, and it's very deliberate. So I hope you enjoy melodrama and stuff. I hope you enjoy old school, like soapy shoujo, because that's exactly what you're gonna get out of this game. Yeah. Alright. The funny thing is, I shared art commission with friends, and people ask, Karina is the butch, isn't she? I haven't seen her, so I can't make a comment, but good for you. I really like the traditional butch femme, like the butch femme couple. I love it. I love it in BL, I love it in GL, I love it in Yuri, I love it in Yaoi. Big fan. Of course, when it comes to het, I like it reversed. I like the man to be super effeminate, super submissive. And then I want the woman to be super masculine and super androgynous and domineering. So, I guess I just like to mess with the gender norms. Let me get a sip of water. Alright. I yapped for a long time. Sorry about that. So what have you been up to, chat? I told you what I've been up to. I've been working really hard on the game. There's a couple things that I'm stuck on that I don't know how to fix, that the programmerさんが直すよ. The programmer will fix my mistakes, the things I cannot fix. I don't know how to fix. But, you know, once we get over a couple of obstacles, I'm really hoping that the trial version can come out, you know, I don't know, September? I want to say August, September. August might be too optimistic. But I will continue to try my best. I'm waiting on some things. I'm waiting on BGM. I'm waiting on CG. I'm waiting on UI. But, you know, please, if you're interested, please continue to support me. Please continue to support the crowdfund. We're at 84%! And I really want to get further! Yappy bear, yeah. Well, you got me talking about my favorite topic, which is classic shoujo. So, of course, I'm gonna talk your ear off. The blue hair girl on my profile, I can't see. That's way too small. I can't see it. September's a good month? Yeah. I was hoping August, September, but it seems like there's a little bit of a delay with the art. The artist is really busy, and they haven't, and they've been delayed. So they haven't been able to meet the original deadline that we were hoping. So it sounds like the art is gonna take a little bit longer than I was hoping. I still need 3 CG. There's 3 CG in the trial version. And I'm still waiting on like 2 to 4 more background tracks. And then after that, I still need the UI. And then we have to program the UI. So, you know, there's still much to do. That's why I'm working so hard on recording because I want to do everything I can to make it as smooth as possible, you know? So yeah, that's I'm working hard. I'm working hard every day on trying to get the trial version up and working and ready. You know, so please look forward to it, and hopefully we will have hit 100%. Hopefully we'll have hit 100% by the time the trial comes out. Okay. I think I yapped enough. I yapped too long. Let me get the actual game started now. Where is it? I opened it before and now I can't find it. Aha! Okay. Here we go. That's a little loud. I'm gonna turn it down. Still too loud. Okay, let me refresh the chat and pull up the game. Oh, why isn't it showing up? Hold on. Ha! Hold on a minute. It should show up. There we are. Okay, good. Raises pom-pom for cheer. Yeah, I'm sorry for yapping so much. I got too excited. Alright. Let me... I forgot! Every time I'm pleasantly surprised that the voice actors also voice the system. They make their own little button noises. It's so cute. Okay. Oh, July arrives, and on the first week, wow, that's practically real time. We're almost in July. Wow. Anyway, so the last time we ran into our sensei, the head nurse, and she was basically trying to get us to divulge a secret so that we wouldn't tell anybody that she wants to quit, and we decided to run away because that's an insane thing to ask somebody. 3 p.m. Where's the BGM? Where did it go? Hold on. Where did it go? Okay, it's still the same. All right. Have you managed to finish my essay with Nao's help? I tell her I'm going to the convenience store and set out from our dorm. Within the thicket, I see Miss Itsuki. She's talking on her smartphone. Itsuki is probably my favorite love interest, but she needs to be more androgynous. I don't like whatever the weird corset thing is that she wears. I don't like it. A month ago of summer vacation and then 4 weeks of nothing. Isn't that a good thing? 4 weeks of nothing? That's relaxation, right? I don't know. Once again, there's a serious, somewhat irritated look on Miss Itsuki's face that she doesn't show at the academy. I'm curious. Although what she had said the other day about having to do something to us dampens my enthusiasm a little. But... that'd be hard. What interests me. I can't help my own curiosity. I quietly make my way into the thicket. If she notices me, I guess I'll just have to laugh it off. Why are we spying on her? She's just trying to make a phone call. The patches of fallen leaves on the ground, the smell of the summer trees. Ah, what's going on? We're overhearing something we shouldn't be. Hearing her voice, my feet stop. Her tone is sharp. Huh? The specs? What is she working on? Hardware? Lab? What do you mean lab? What are you working on? Like a laboratory? What are you working on? What are you doing? What is she up to? Could it be computer games? Maybe she's talking about gaming. I don't know. It seems like a stretch. Wait, who's Kyoko?
だから京子は
Kyoko will take care of Sumika.
何言ってんの？それがヒロミの仕事だろ。こっちは失敗なんてしない。
So we have 3 people. We have Hiromi, we have Kyoko, and then we have Sumika.
だから京子ははあ？本人は何も知らないさ。のんきなもんだが、そりゃそうだろ。
Oh my god, she's talking about us. She's talking about me. Why are you talking about me? What are you hiding? My heart lets out a small leap. She? Who?
ああ、やっと見つけたんだ。大幸飛鳥は逃がさない。
Oh my god, that's us! That's us! That's me! What are you talking about? Is she gonna take us to a laboratory? That's kind of hot. What are you talking about? I turn around and distance myself from the thicket. When I come to my senses, I realize that I'm running. There's no time to consider whether Miss Itsuki has seen me or not. I have no idea what the conversation I just eavesdropped on was about. I finally found you. Those were the words she had spoken to me the first time we had met on our first day of school. I have no idea why my name was mentioned just now on the phone. Also, if you remember, she also knew, like, our 3 sizes and stuff. She knew, like, our measurements. She knew, like, our living situation. I'm sorry, that's hot. I find it hot. What is that supposed to mean? Not really feeling like returning to my room, I walk around near the station. Tatoeba? Yes, for example.
いつきさんはゲームが好きだから、その話を友達としてただけ。
No, there's like no possible way in which you could say this is about video games. And also, who are these cosplayers in the background? Who are they cosplaying? Why does this say Yuri Station? It says Yuri Station, Yuri Station, and also 2 cosplayers. I like that. That's a cute little background.
なんだっけ、ネットで遊ぶ昔ちょっとやってみようかなって私も思ったやつ。
eroge, mobage, morpegs.
スペックとかデータとかはそれのことで、知らない名前はそのゲーム友達で。
She's trying so hard to rationalize this.
でも
だけど I finally found her. I won't let her escape. Perhaps she's looking for more gaming friends? I like games, but if I'm honest, I suck at them. Me too, girl. I also suck at games. That is such a cute little ringtone. My smartphone rings. I frantically pull it out. It's a call from Miss Itsuki. After becoming group work partners, we had all exchanged phone numbers, so it isn't all that surprising she's calling, but I nervously answer.
Hi.
That's a really cute ringtone. I like it. And then, there's no immediate answer. After a while, I hear her voice. It seems to echo from the depth of the earth. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. We're in trouble.
怖いんですけど。
You should be scared! That's a crazy thing to overhear! Seriously, まるでホラー映画みたい. It's like something out of a horror film! And now she's told me to meet her in front of the academy. Maybe she's gonna kidnap us. That wouldn't be so bad. That wouldn't be so bad. I don't think it's that kind of game, though. There's no age scenes in this.
すごい逃げたい。
I receive a text from Now that reads, "Are you still out on a walk?" I reply, "Yeah, sorta." I should reply that I'm heading home now, and then do just that. I really should. We're gonna stay. We're gonna stay. I'm too curious.
セーブしました。
We're gonna stay.
いつきさん来ないし。
I want to see what happens. I toyed with the idea of just going home. I mean, the invitation was pretty one-sided. Not like I had agreed to it at all.
帰っちゃうのもありだけど。
I would like to give Miss Itsuki a piece of my own mind for always being so mean to me. Such feelings begin to boil up inside of me.
怖くないんだぞ、おしゃれメガネなんか。
and back and cross my arms and stand proudly. Whoa, I'm actually kind of cool. You're not cool, but it's okay. And then...
Yeah, お待たせ.
Oh, the casual way she says it. Like, if she wasn't wearing the stupid freaking corset top. I hate whatever the stupid top is. I'm sorry. Hello, Halo. Welcome. We are just about to have some sort of forbidden rendezvous. Ribs! You can't say that and not share with the class. You gotta share with everyone. Oh my god, don't brag about it! You gotta share with the class! God, I want ribs. Suddenly hearing a voice from behind me, I turn around in surprise. It's Miss Itsuki. There's not a single shred of my former cool self. Miss Itsuki observes me with interest. Yeah, just a little bit. Took 5 hours to cook? That must mean it's like really good. Who will you if I like you? There's a line in my game in which one of the characters is basically like, Ara, gokigenyo. And then my character's like, she just like screams it out. She like verbally key smashes. And I thought it would be really funny if I just like if I just smushed all the words together to show how flustered she is. So in English, the character's like, and a good day to you. And, you know, my character being super flustered is like, she's like, she's flubbing it. She's like squishing it together because she's so nervous. That's what's going on here. Ohayo, hachinichi. Kyou wa, hakuise, なんていうか、白衣性恋愛依存症やるよゆりひげちょっと噛んだだけだよ It's kind of cute though. It's cute when you do that. It's cute. It shows how flustered you are. I got fine and thank jumbled up.
まあね、そんなのはどうでもいいんだ。そんなことより、抜けこ。
She has like a slightly insulting nickname for us too, which is also hot. Miss Itsuki gazes at me intently.
聞いたろ、私の電話。
No! You gotta use boku, Itsuki. You gotta use boku.
聞いたけど、それが何かそれじゃあ放っておくわけにも。
うわー！うわー！Itchy! Oh, I love that kind of forceful dialogue. Wow, Miss Itsuki's voice sends shivers down my spine. Me too. But it's too late for me to back down. Half in desperation, I press on.
でも、何が何やら分かってないんだけど、私の名前とか。
She said I finally found her.
嘘だよ。
Miss Itsuki smiles thinly. Stop speaking in riddles and tell me! Like, they always have to have some kind of mystery about them. Like, they can never just be straightforward.
言ったよね、初めて会った時。あれ、本当。
But that doesn't tell me anything.
何が？口癖とかじゃなくて、嘘だよって言ったのが本当。
I don't know. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
あれ、混乱するなこれ。
It is confusing.
嘘。何のこと？
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. This time, it's my turn to ask. The meaning behind it's not what it seems. Miss Itsuki answered nonchalantly.
決まってる。あんたっていう存在自体が。だよ。
What?
え？いや、
No, you're asking a lesbian to be straight. I'm asking her to stop talking in riddles. She talking philosophically?
これじゃ分かりにくいか。そうね。こう言えば抜け子にも分かるかも。
Nobody would understand the way you're talking. Miss Itsuki's narrowed both of her eyes. Her eyes seem to be simultaneously laughing and hunting down her prey.
私は知ってる。あんたも知らない。本当のあんたを。
That's hot. Nobody talks like this in real life, and I love it! It's so dramatic! It's so mysterious!
学校の近くっていい駐輪場ないんだよね。
Does she ride a motorcycle? Oh my god. Does she ride a motorcycle? Miss Itsuki takes me to the bike parking lot that's on the way from the academy to our dorm. She leads me to a single black scooter. Oh, I was hoping it was a mic. I was hoping it was a motorcycle. It's bigger than the regular size scooters I would see on TV commercials. Apparently, it's appropriately called a big scooter. You mean a Vespa?
二人乗り?
Are you just driving a Vespa?
そう。バイクは昨夜が好きじゃなくてさ、ほとんど出番ないんだけど。
Oh my god, I forgot you're in a relationship. We're home wrecking. I don't care if we're home wrecking. I'm gonna go for it. That's true. I can't imagine Miss Sakuya riding on the front or back of a bike. Miss Itsuki throws a helmet on me.
はい、乗って。スカート気になるならジャージの下貸すよ。あるから。
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm worried about the skirt, and I'm worried about her belt getting caught.
待って待って、なんでそういう話に？ああ？だからちょっと距離あるんだって。歩いていけないよ。バスとかめんどいし。距離？ラボまでね。気になってるんでしょ？
Oh, we're getting to the lab.
ラボ。
I heard that word mentioned earlier on during our call.
昔、ナオちゃんが読んでた雑誌に、ペットのおしゃれラボってコーナーが。ラボラトリー、研究室研究所、あとは秘密基地とか。
Suddenly very easy to imagine Miss Itsuki as one of those stereotypical villains.
やっぱり今日は遠慮しようかななんて。
No.
人の女カノの胸触ったくせに。
Hey, that was an accident. That was an accident. That wasn't on purpose.
あれはそういうんじゃなくて。はいはい、ほらほら。でも、私知らない人についてっちゃダメって、なおちゃんから。
Well, we're kind of like friends at this point, are we?
ガキか。まだ早い気もするけど教えてあげる。全部。
Oh, finally. Please tell me everything. Stop speaking in riddles.
本当の私は知ってるのさ。ただ覚悟はしといて。知ったら戻れないよ。
Ooh. There's a mysterious quality to Miss Itsuki's voice and expression. If I was going to compare it to something, the words wicked witch somehow come to mind. I need to run away. With all my heart, I think this.
さて、どうする?
Oh, we're definitely going with her. Miss Itsuki gazes at me with her blue eyes. In the end, I obediently place the helmet on my head. Oh, I even borrowed the tracksuit bottoms to wear. In the evening, I return to the dorm. Where did we go? When I open the door, I find now neither studying nor doing any housework. She's simply sitting on the carpet and hugging a cushion with her head lowered slightly. She must have not been doing anything other than waiting and worrying about me. Hearing the door open, she quickly raises her face.
お姉ちゃん、遅かったね。遠くまで行ってきたの？
Aww.
ごめんね、なおちゃん。
Why are you so worried now? The lack of strength in my voice is noticeable even to myself.
どうしたの？すごい疲れてるみたいだけど、何かあった？
Yeah, how come you didn't see the scene? What happened? Now ask, but I don't have the energy to answer. I sway over towards my bed and collapse onto the mattress. I am exhausted and spent. What did you do? What did you do with her? Now stands up and walks over next to the bed. I can see the worried expression on her face, but I cannot respond. I bury my face in my pillow. I can only mutter as if I were on the verge of death. In a husky voice, I manage to put the words out of my lips.
Tao-chan.
There's hesitation in Nao's voice.
私戻れなくなっちゃったかも。
There's no going back. She had been telling the truth. She had been serious, and she was usually so nonchalant with her lies. What did she do? Redacted! You can't keep us in suspense and then cut out the most interesting scene! I want to know what happened! She has gathered the forbidden knowledge.
なおちゃん、窓開けて。窓？
Oh, I need to cough, excuse me.
風当たりたい。お願い。
What happened? Still hesitating, now walks over to the window and opens it for me. The fresh summer evening breeze rushes in. Oh, that reminds me. I need to buy a fan for my streaming setup because it is so freaking hot. I've been researching bladeless fans, but they're really expensive. If anybody can recommend one, like a bladeless fan that I can get for like $20, please let me know. I really need a fan, it's too hot. Rapid Lesbian Lex. What? It feels good. If I fall asleep like this, maybe I'll suffocate to death. What happened? What on earth happened?
お姉ちゃん、どうしたの？何があったの？
Clearly something happened. Now ask me from nearby the window. Of course, and I...
Wait. ウィザード。
Wizard? I have no idea. Nurse? The wind brushes gently against my skin. I recall the speeding scooter, the strong wind I felt as I sat behind her. Oh, we have a flashback, finally! And my mind returns to what happened earlier. I need to save. Oh, we have a cute little CG.
どこにあるの？ああ、年？ほら、しっかり捕まってて。
This is an interesting CG. It's pretty far out into the distance. It's like... It's not a close-up on the characters at all. Downtown, well that's vague.
変なところに連れて行く気じゃ。この流れで行く場所なんて変なところに決まってる。バカじゃないの？あっさり認めた挙句バカにされた。ま、もうちょっと時間かけてからのつもりだったけどね。出発する前どこかに電話してたけど。ああ、ヒロミ？今から連れてくって言ったら驚いてた。そりゃそうか。今頃慌てて準備してるよ。
What's going on? Silence. Eek. Confusion overrides confusion in my mind, and I end up asking something odd.
このこと、咲夜さんは知ってるの？
Who cares? We are already on the home-wrecking route. We are already trying to pursue one of these two women who are already in a relationship with each other. Silence again, but this time there's a different feel to it.
さて。
Misitsuki evades the question. Uh-oh. So we are home-wrecking. The scooter races off against the wind. I am not clutching on tightly, but I can feel her back. Under the clear, fair blue sky.
私、改造されちゃうのかな?
If you were seriously gonna get, like, autopsied, like, dissected, why would you go so willingly? Research facility, lab, bizarre machines. From my poor knowledge of such places, the word spills from my lips. She lets out a small laugh.
かもね。
Congratulations, Halo. Good job on your new fic.
そこは否定希望だよ!
Mitsuki's increases the scooter's speed and my protests are swallowed by the wind. And then, in time, the scooter arrives at some grandiose apartment building in the middle of the city.
はい、到着。秘密基地へようこそ。連れてきた。ヒロミ、準備できてる？
I gotta save. Wait, can I do system sounds? It only lets me do Asuka. It won't let me change any other. Okay, fine. Anyway, let me save. How do I save again? I forgot. Here.
セーブしました。できてるけど、本当に連れてきちゃったんだ。ここってあなた何の説明も聞いてないみたいね。ごめんなさい。
Yeah, where are we?
いや、謝られても。
It looks like a dress shop. Look at all the costumes.
じゃあこっちに来てもらえる？大幸あすかさん。
How does she know her name? Whoa!
おお、やっぱいい感じ。私が見込んだ通り。
Oh, this is so cute! So cute! So we're a real nurse, but we're dressed in this like Philly cosplay nurse thing. Real nurses wear scrubs. They don't wear this. I have to save.
ポワンとクリッセーブしました。
In my shop, I seem to have reverted to calling her by her last name. What's going on, and why am I wearing this mysteriously sassy outfit? It's sassy. There's no denying it's sassy, but also really, really embarrassing.
リツキでいいって。ああ、ここじゃルシオラでも。
Luciola? Luciola?
ルシオラ？小説書いてる時のペンネーム。
Oh, so she's also an author.
小説で、私のこの格好って。
I don't know.
もちコスプレだよ、コスプレ。今うちの同人サークルで作ってるゲームのさ。
Oh my god! So not only is she a writer, she's also a doujin game maker. Oh my god, she's me. Oh my god, we have so much in common, chat. She's an indie game developer just like me.
世界を侵食する負の生命体バイラスと癒しの力で戦う魔法少女もの。
That's so cute! That's so cute! But also, aren't you like a nurse? I don't think you have much time for game development while you're like gonna be a nurse professionally. Cosplay. A doujin club. While I was in high school, one of the girls from the Jellyfish Club had a huge interest in those sorts of things, so I have some knowledge in them. But Virilius and a magical girl?
ポリキュアみたいな。
Polycure! Pretty-cure! It's pretty-cure! Pretty-cure! I love Pretty-cure. It's a cartoon show they play on Sunday mornings. I know a little about that.
簡単に言ってほしくないな。魔法少女ものの系譜、分かって言ってる？
Well, you got like the classics, like, you know, Cardcaptor Sakura, Sailor Moon, and then you have the dark ones like Madoka and Magical Girl Raising series. Then you got like Pretty Cure, which is very like little kid oriented, but it also has like an older fan base as well. She said this with a straight face, as if to scold me.
知りますかい、そんなの。うちのサークル、もともと小説メインの文芸誌出してたんだ。文学っぽいのとか、ミステリーとか SF とか雑多に載せて。これが地味で売れなくってさ。売るのが一番の目的ってわけじゃないけど、一回くらい派手に売りたいよなって話になって。
So you decided to make a game?
はあ。これがその文芸誌よ。
She holds out a copy to me and I take it. On its white surface, in digital type font, are printed the words Celestial Globe number 8 and nothing else. Oh yeah, gushing over magical girls, that's more like an ecchi type. I turn it over and in the corner it reads Black Literary Horse, probably the name of the club.
会議に会議を重ねた結果、ギャルギャルしたキャラ推しのゲームを作ろうと。
I guess that might sell.
で、いっそサークル名も変えるかってなってそれ。黒の文芸社から萌え萌えラボラトリーに改名して今に至る。萌え萌え ラボラトリー。
Black literary horse to Moi Moi Laboratory.
ずいぶんな落差だ。待って。っていうか、あれ？ラボラトリー？さ、というわけで。
Misitsuki smiles mischievously.
ようこそ、我がラボへ。うわ。そして、萌え萌えラボラトリーで現在開発中のタイトルこそが、ウィザードナースプリマ。企画シナリオは私。
Oh my gosh, she's just like me! She created it and she wrote the script!
プリマ？主人公ウィザードナースに変身する小学
Oh
生
my
の
god,
名
I
前
love it. I love it! I would unironically play this. In fact, I would wholeheartedly play this. Is that even really a name?
じゃあ、この格好、コスプレって。
小学生のコスプレじゃん。
変身後のプリマ。学校で初めてあんたを見たとき、ビビッときたよ。やっと見つけたこの子だって。いやー、宣伝用の公式レイヤー探してたんだよね。
Wow! So we're gonna get hired as an official cosplayer.
やっと見つけた。そのことメンバーに話したら合わせろってうるさくて。クリッ
You could have just said that from the beginning instead of making it all scary.
私はもうちょっと時間かけて外堀から攻めるつもりだったんだけど。ちょっと大事なこと聞いていい？私も知らない本当の私って。
She takes a deep breath.
それに決まってる。
Is there anything I can do but remain silent?
紹介しとくよ。そっちは佐野ひろみ。サークルの雑務と衣装制作担当。私はもう何年も前に足洗ってたのに、あなたが無理やり婚活の合間にコスプレ衣装作りなんて最悪。
Misitsuki beams with pride while Miss Hitomi looks mournful. I wonder if they're friends. They look quite a few years apart. Miss Hitomi looks around Miss Ohara's age, maybe. And then, I decided to confirm something I had forgotten to make sure of until this point.
いつきさんやひろみさんはオタクの人ってことでいいんだ。
They translated otaku as nerds?
違う。だから私は足を。
In contrast to Miss Hinomi's protest, Miss Hitsuki immediately nods. I guess there are some internal issues.
結構長いよ。けど知ってる人は少ないかな。あ、一応昨夜は知ってる。
Stop bringing up your girlfriend when we're on a date! I nod in understanding. I guess you could say I'm impressed, not that I knew much about her to begin with.
ヌケコにはさ、プリマの公式レイヤーとしてイベント出てもらうから。待って。
This is where I must not nod. I don't want to nod.
今日のところは写真撮っておくくらいか。よし、ヒロミ、全方位から撮りまくれ。
Gonna get upskirts?
いやー、こんなの恥ずかしい。ごめんね、大幸さん。すぐ済むから。
Hitomi helplessly takes the expensive-looking camera in her hand. Huh? Did her expression just change slightly? On my way home from the secret base apartment.
おーい、生きてる？死んだ。ヒロミ気合入ってたな。なんだかんだであいつ好きだから。なんか必殺技のポーズ取らされたし。
Oh my god, did she make you do the double ahegao?
ああ、ドリルヒーリングパンチ。触れるものみな爆砕し粉砕するっていう。
Without a healing punch!
癒やす気ゼロだ。
Yeah!
いやー、今日は協力感謝だよ。サンキューサンキュー。
Oh, if you're really grateful, then go out with me.
拉致られたようなもんですけど。
I really like this VN. I do too. I love it.
笑いどころじゃない。
I love Yuri, and I think the art is beautiful, and I like the story.
初めてだと緊張するかもね。でも、すぐに気持ちよくなるよ。
Don't take that out of context. Don't take it out of
初めてだと緊
context.
張するかもね。でも、すぐに気持ちよくなるよ。 なりたくないっす。私が保証するよ。あんたはオタクの星になる素質を持ってる。いらない、そんな星。
Mitsuki seems to be enjoying herself, not particularly concerned with my response. Under the evening sky, she rides her scooter with me on the back. Rubescent clouds drift through the sky. The wind against my tired body feels surprisingly good. Suddenly I recall something.
スクーター、バイクの後ろとか乗るの初めてだっけ？
A small, tiny part of me feels...
いいかもしれないけど。
Then we arrive in front of the dorm and I get off the scooter. As we part ways...
そういや、昨夜もさ。
Do I get a kiss? Do I get a kiss goodbye?
前に抜け子と同じようにラボに連れてってコスさせたことあるんだ。
Oh, so you're just abducting women you're attracted to and making them cosplay for you.
なんとプリマのライバルにしてパートナー、ソーシャルナースエレンの。ま、ちょっと強引な手使ったんだけど。
That wasn't small. No way it was a small amount.
なんかそれ以来私の趣味は見て見ぬふり決めてる。知らないみたいに。
Aw,
おお、
that sucks.
なんでかな、楽しんでたのに。
That sucks when, like, your partner won't support your hobbies. Most likely it's become something of a trauma for her. Probably she wants to pretend like it never happened. I feel for her.
あ、でも昨夜さんのコスプレか。似合ってたのかな。
My interest has been piqued. Seeing me in the state, Mitsuki lets out a small laugh and casually waving her hand, walks back to the dorm.
じゃ、お疲れ。また誘うから。え、言ったでしょ？本番はイベントでの宣伝活動だって。じゃあね、抜け子。
Wait, why? Why? Why am I roped into this? Now it would be rebuking if she heard what I'd said. And just before she disappears into the entrance, Mitsuki turns around, looks at me, and says happily.
楽しみにしてて。写真できたら渡すから。いらないよ。
I do want to, just a little. I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna get a fresh drink of water, and I'll be right back. Gotta stay hydrated, especially in this heat. we are back. Let me get a real quick sip of water. So we got abducted to the cosplay laboratory.
お姉ちゃん、うなされてる。悪い夢見てるのかな。世界が変身しなくちゃ。
変身しなきゃ。
何の夢？
What had happened during my walk and the dream I had then, those are the things I couldn't bring myself to tell now. I mean, come on.
博愛。
I love that little chapter break. It's July. Not yet. Soon, but not yet.
セーブしました。
It's summer. Almost the summer holidays. This creepy mannequin! Or maybe it's a real body, I don't know. Before the holidays start, we have first term, midterm exams, which are every bit as dreadful as they sound. But let's put that aside for now. The real treat of summer is...
では皆さん、明日はいよいよ初の病院実習ですね。
I can feel my passion rising. The dream environment for every nursing student is that Miss Ohara had told us about during our first day of group work. Right now, our group work team surrounds a bed. Next to me, Nao smiles at me, but...
落ち着きなさい、アスタ。
You couldn't pay me to work at a hospital. Like, I would not consider that a treat. Miss Sakaya says coldly from across the bed. You mad I'm dating your girlfriend? But even in her voice, I seem to hear a quiver of nervousness, or do I? Miss Ohara wears her usual angelic smile as she continues to speak.
明日はグループごとに病院に行ってもらいますが、その前に大事な話をしま
Are
す。
we shadowing a doctor?
大事な話？たくさんありますが、特に重要なのは2つ。
Miss Ohara's smile disappears.
まず、基本的に先生は皆さんと一緒に行動しません。
What? Why? I involuntarily cry out. However, around me similar cries can be heard. Even Machi and Michi.
そんなの不安かも。
They say in complete harmony. Impressive.
あ、そっか。グループごとに行く病院違うから。
Ah, I guess so. Yeah, because if they're all going to a different hospital, there's no way she could go with everybody. Miss Ohara nods in response to Nao's words.
はい。それに病院で実習を行う以上、それぞれの病院には看護師の方々がいます。皆さんのことは先輩である彼女たちにお願いすることになります。一緒にいたとしても、先生は何も口出しできません。そうなんだ。指導役の看護師さん、どんな人だろうね。皆さんを指導してくれる看護師はみんなベテランの方々ばかりですから心配はいりませんよ。先生も一度は顔を出しますし。
Here, Miss Ohara smiles. That doesn't instill me with a lot of confidence. However, I can't stop myself from hearing the whisperings of a group nearby.
なんかさ、実習に来た看護学生泣かすのが趣味な人もいるんだって。聞いた。指導役がどんな人かで天国か地獄か変わるんでしょ。それで学校辞めちゃう子もいるって。
Wow, that's scary.
おっかない人だったらやだな。私もやだな。今から考えてもしょうがないさ。なるようになる。そうね。いっそ怖いくらいの指導役が望むところね。
No, I don't want that.
出た。大物発言。かっこいい。
I love the art style. You can really see with everybody all lined up. So, like, I love the watercolors. I love the thin, fine line work. It's beautiful.
あなたにとってもその方がいいと思うわ。普段過保護にされてるようだから。
What's wrong with being overprotected?
お姉ちゃん、そうなの？
Seeing Nao's dazed look, Sakia says,
あなたのことよ。自覚しなさい。ナオはスイートシスターですから。 でもお姉ちゃん頑張ってます。
スイートシータ。
私たちも負けてないよね、姫。スイートさでは。
Ah, I like that little flirtatious look. Icha Icha no Kawa. She has a cute nickname for Sakuya. What's gonna happen when we break them up?
そういう話ではなくて、それと学校で姫は。はい、今は雑談する時ではなく、先生の話を聞く時ですよ。
Sorry. Miss Ohara says, clapping her hands.
すみません。
I can feel Miss Sakuya's eyes driving blades into my back. Why only me? They're all cute. They all are very cute.
以上が1点。もう1点。
And then we could date her, which is kind of an anomaly, but I'll save her for last. Everyone falls silent in response to Miss Ohara's words.
明日、あなたたちは何もしません。
Oh, we're just following and looking? A small shocked murmur spreads through the training room.
何もしない？まだできないと言った方がいいですね。明日、あなたたちがすべきことは、見ること、実際の看護の現場を、看護師の働きを。皆さん、患者として病院に行ったことはあると思いますが、それだけでは見えない部分をしっかりと見ること。そして、それを肌で受け止めて感じること。
Okay. Very serious.
感じる。なんかちょっとエロいね。
Itsuki, why do you take it that way? Why do you take it in a sexual way? Miss Itsuki says, ignore her. Why are you flirting with me in front of your girlfriend? I know we're being homewreckers in this route, but like I'm really curious. How is it gonna play out? Misakiya pinches her and she lets out a small yelp. Good.
皆さんは基礎看護技術の授業ですでにいくつか技術を学んでいますが、それらを実際に患者さんに行うのはまだ先です。クリッ。ベッドメイキングや正式、血圧測定といった簡単なもので今年の秋から。現場の看護師に混ざって本格的な実習を行うのは2年の10月にある待望式以降になりますね。
Wow.
待望式。
That sounds very hard. That sounds incredibly hard. So right now they're just shadowing. They're training and shadowing, but they also have to work with real nurses in their second year. That seems like so much work. It seems so overwhelming. I could never, ever do it. This is the first time those words have come from Miss Ohara's lips. All us nursing students know about it. How could we not? Of course, for nursing students, the final goal is to pass the national examinations and become a nurse. But before that, the capping ceremony also holds important meaning for us. Even for a jellyfish-ish nursing student like me, hearing those words caused me to straighten my posture. The capping ceremony. During my third year of high school, I had requested a Teito Nursing Academy prospectus. Opening the brochure, the first thing that had caught my eye were several photos. They must have been taken in the academy's auditorium. In the first photo, a nursing student in her training uniform was holding a candle, while a teacher in a white uniform was placing a nurse's cap on her head. In the second photo, the nursing students, wearing their nurses' caps, were lined up to the podium with candles in their hands. The third photo was of a single nursing student after the capping ceremony, where one would expect an expression of happiness, tears, and smiles. I was surprised to see that wasn't the case. Written on the photo was the nursing student's name and a short written comment. Nagisa Fujisawa, second year. I was very happy, but I realized that it was too early to celebrate, that this was just the beginning. I had wondered how she might have felt at that time, and I had realized that I wanted to know. I tried to imagine how it would feel, but I couldn't. All I could imagine was that perhaps if I stood there, those stars far off at the distance may seem a little closer. Maybe close enough for my fingertips to touch. Maybe.
大幸あつかさん、 口が開いてますよ。
Hearing Miss Ohara's voice, I suddenly returned to the presence. I hear scattered laughter throughout the training room. I quickly shut my gaping mouth and a small laugh escapes Miss Ohara's lips.
大帽式に気を向けるのはもう少し先にしましょう。明日の病院実習、しっかりお願いしますね。はい、見ます。ジロジロネチネチたっぷりと見てきます。
Don't say ogle. Don't say ogle.
ジロジロ。ネチネチ。たっぷりと。
No, it's not like that.
あれ？言い方がひわい。そんな。心がけはいいですけれど、失礼のないように。それと、見るだけとは言っても、後でレポートにして提出してもらいますから。
So this was written by two actual nurses. I am really curious how much of this is true to life.
漫然と眺めてるだけではダメですよ。
In response to Miss Ohara's words, a rumble of complaints spreads throughout the training room. A report. This word is a curse to any nursing student. And when I say curse, of course I mean a curse that robs us of our hours of sleep. Frightening, really. However, Miss Ohara continues as if not having heard our protests.
では、プリントを配ります。そこに各グループが実習で赴く病院のことが書いてありますから、よく読んでください。諸注意としては。
I listen to Miss Ohara speak with a timid expression on my face, but
大帽式。
I hear her whisper from behind my seat. Miss Sakia is thinking about it too. This thought somehow makes me feel happy. We're in a similar position after all.
それまでに何人辞めているのかしらね。
That's such a cynical way to think about it.
痛い。それは痛すぎる発言だよ。
Yeah, nursing is very, very demanding. Healthcare workers are underpaid, overworked. Very hard.
病院行くのどれくらいぶりかな。
God, I wish I could say that. I go to hospitals too much. I hate it. I don't like it.
お姉ちゃん健康だもんね。風邪もひかなくて。梅雨の頭痛くらい？なおちゃんのおかげで、それも医者いらずだし。
Nao is sitting on the other side of the table. Even as we talk, Nao's hand holding her pen continues to move. I stare absent-mindedly at the ceiling.
ちっちゃい頃、木から落っこちて頭切った時も入院しなかっ
That's
たよ
very
ね。
serious. You should have been hospitalized for that.
おばあちゃんと病院は行ってたけどね。何針か縫って、もうあと残ってないんだっけ。うん。よーく見てももうわからないんじゃないかな。
Saying this, I raise my bangs and Nao looks towards me.
どれどれ？
Nao leans forward and draws her face close to my forehead. She stops as if gazing into my forehead. The distance between our two faces. The closeness! Ah! I remember that! She was like, heh, what if we kissed? What if we kissed as a joke?
お姉ちゃんどうかした？もう全然わかんない。あ、ちょっと待って。まだ残ってる？お姉ちゃん、白髪発見。
What?
一本だけだけど。
No! No, 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 she's way too young. I'm way too young.
なんだって？
You have to be lying. Seriously, I'm in
一
shock.
本だけだし抜いちゃうね。動かないで。
I feel the tugging sensation and now shows me my one white hair. How could this happen? I brood over it.
これは勉強のしすぎだ。
Could be stress.
その可能性もなくはないかもしれない。今日はもうしない方がいいってことだよ、なおちゃん。やっぱりそうなるんだ。
Then don't point it out.
私だって本当はしたい。お勉強したいよ。でもこれじゃできないよ。課題の進行状況はあれがそれであっちがで。できないよ。これは仕方ないんだよ。仕方ないんだ。クソ。
しょうがないな。ダメだよな。くそ、本当に勉強なりたいな。勉強やりたいな。Now let's add a single sigh as if exasperated, but then a small sardonic smile appears on her lips.
今日はこれくらいにしとこうか。明日にも備えなきゃだし。やったー。じゃ、夜ご飯用意するね。簡単におそうめんでいいかな。他は卵焼きとか。そうめん好き。あとご飯。お姉ちゃんそうめんライス好きだよね。
Sounds good.
おばあちゃん直伝です。炭水化物の摂りすぎは気をつけなきゃ。ちょっと待っててね。
Standing up, now walks over to the kitchen laughing. Just then,
メールだ。
now a smartphone on the table signals that she has received a text. Now returns and picks up the smartphone.
いつきさんからだ。
Huh?
へえ、よくメールのやりとりしてるの？別に。同じグループだからね。たまに来て。
Oh, Itsuki, are you hitting on our younger sister? That's not cool. That's not cool. I mean, you're already dating Satsuki, but you also are supposed to be dating us. Now surprisingly dry.
明日、寮の前で待ち合わせして4人で行かないかだって。
Likely story.
ああ、そういうこと。いいね。
Machi and Michi are in different dorms, so if we were to meet up, it would be at Seiseki Yurigaoka Station.
どうしたの？下の方に、昨夜が緊張して寝れないって言ってるって書いて。そうなんだ。意外。
I wouldn't expect Sakuya to be nervous.
今度は昨夜さんから。いつきのメールは嘘？緊張なんてしてない。またいつきさん。本当。
They're arguing in the group chat!
また、嘘よ。信じてはダメ。仲良しだね、あの二人。お姉ちゃん、ナオの返信してる余裕ないから、お姉ちゃんだから、人のスマホで遊ばないでって言ってくれる？
Hello, Niyama. Welcome. How are you? We are playing Nurse Love Addiction.
はーい。
I take my smartphone in my hand. Let me see. Just then, I receive a text.
昨夜さんからだ。妹に言って、月のメールを着信拒否させなさい。
Block. I look up at the ceiling where their room is. They're right above us?
楽しそうだな。
They're right above us.
もう、またいつきさんから。プリマによろしく。プリマ？なんだろう。何のことだろうね。間違いじゃないかな。
With fancy glasses, I fume. Okay. I'm gonna save here.
セーブしました。
And we're gonna continue another day.
クリ白衣性愛情依存症。
This is a great game. I love this game. It is super fun. I want to play it so much. I want to play it. If I could, I would play it every single stream. But you guys would get bored if I played the same game every stream. So I'm not going to do that. But let me thank everybody for coming. Thank you, Nanashi on Twitch. Thank you, Nyama, Ijitsu, Halo, Drake, Jax, Fumi, Hachinichi, Memento. Is that everybody? Ijitsu, I think that's everyone. Lock this. Okay, I think that's everybody now. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate you coming and cheering me on and keeping me company. Please don't forget that the crowdfund for my game is still ongoing, and I would really appreciate it. That's all I have for today. Next week I'm gonna come out with the schedule for next week, which I'm not gonna do today. But I'll do it on Sunday or Monday. But anyway, the schedule for next week will be out. Next week we are playing visual novels like normal. And you can look forward to them. We got lots of fun stuff coming up, like Hoshi Memo and Fate Stay Night and Amairo Chocolate. So be on the lookout for that. Okay. Have a good evening or good night. Thank you, thank you. I need to make dinner. I need to figure out what to make for dinner. I need to figure out what to make for dinner. I'll think about it. Okay. Well, that's all I have for today, and I'll see you all on Monday. Bye-bye! Let me go over to ending.